Doubles category for Lynbrook. Speeches. What president promised that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship to assure the survival and the success of liberty?
Lincoln?
No, John Kennedy. John Kennedy. Next toss-up category is events. During whose administration did these events occur? The Virginia Resolution, the Kentucky Resolution, Mike?
Adams?
Yes, correct, John Adams. Doubles category is African capitals. With what letter of the alphabet do the names of the African nations begin, whose capitals are Lusaka and Harare?
Z?
Yes, correct. Zambia and Zimbabwe. Nazis is our next category. He assisted Hitler in writing Mein Kampf and was at one time the third-ranking figure in Nazi Germany. In 1941, he parachuted into Scotland in an attempt to negotiate a peace settlement. Who was this person? We go to Mike?
Hess?
Yes, Rudolf Hess. Doubles category for Lynbrook is Euclid. Euclid was referring to what when he said this? In the same plane, they will never intersect or meet, no matter how far they are extended.
Parallel lines?
Yes, correct. Parallel lines. Next toss-up category is quotes. James Lawrence was a naval commander in the War of 1812. What two words complete this quote? Lloyd?
To fight.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Lynbrook, James Lawrence was a naval commander in the War of 1812. What two words complete this quote attributed to him? Don't give up. Philip?
The ship?
I'm sorry, I heard the answer come from the audience, and I'm going to throw the question away. Please, no commenting from the audience, okay? Books is the next category. The oldest surviving printed book that can be reliably dated is the Diamond Sutra. This title indicates that the book was a text linked to what religion? We go to Lloyd?
Buddhism.
Yes, correct. Buddhism or Hinduism. Doubles category for Bethpage is empires. This passage refers to what empire? This empire rose like a freak tide in the 6th century BC, engulfing all the civilizations of Western Asia and creating one gigantic dominion. It was the greatest empire the world had yet seen. Craig. Yeah.
The Greek Empire?
No, Persia. Persia. Lunar craters is our next toss-up category. Astronomers viewing the moon will observe bright streaks emanating from craters. These streaks are called what? We go to Craig?
Movements.
No, I'm sorry. Lynbrook, can you answer? Rays, known as rays. Elements is the next toss-up category. What element would be first on an alphabetically arranged list of noble gases? Mike?
Argon?
Yes, correct, argon. Mountains is the doubles category for Lynbrook. Volcanic mountains are formed when molten rock escapes through cracks in the crust. What type of mountain develops when magma and tectonic uplift push up surface rock layers, causing the ground to bulge?
Sean Stones?
No, dome mountains. Dome mountains. Cities is the next toss-up category. What city was a home for all of these composers? Mahler, Brahms, Schoenberg, Mozart, Schubert, Beethoven. Craig?
Munich?
I'm sorry?
Munich?
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Lynbrook, can you answer? We go to Keith?
Vienna?
Yes, Vienna. Doubles category for Lynbrook is chemical bonds. What type of chemical bonding results from the tendency of electrons in the outermost shell to pair and spin around each other within a volume of space called an orbital?
Covalent?
Yes, correct, covalent bonding. They answered in sync over here. Next toss-up category is Greek scientists. What Greek determined the location of 850 stars, categorized stars by brightness, measured the length of the year? We go to Mike.
Aristotle?
No, that's not correct. Bethpage? Lloyd?
Ptolemy.
No, Hipparchus. That's the end of round two. Our score at this point, Lynbrook with 48 points, 12 points for Bethpage. Nice round of applause for both of our teams. So nice playing here today. Before we move into round three, let's find out a little bit about our players from Bethpage High School. We go first to Lloyd. Lloyd, if you could be anybody in history that you wanted to be, who would it be and why?
Well, I think it would be Franklin Delano Roosevelt, because he was president longer than any other president, and even though crippled by polio, he would manage to lead his nation through war, and I think that's very heroic.
So he's a very strong person, and you like that as a role model for him?
Yes.
Okay. Craig, how about for you?
Well, looking at the score, I'd have to say Casey Stengel. You gotta believe.
Okay, good answer. And how about for you, Adam?
I would say Abraham Lincoln. During times of trouble, he was a very strong leader, and he got many things accomplished.
All right. Nice team we have from Bethpage High School. Nice round of applause. Time now to move into round three. Round three is our alternating round. Our first question goes to the team with the lower score. That's Bethpage. Remember, you may consult on all of your answers. Anyone may answer the question. A correct answer is worth 3 points, but an incorrect answer or a breach of the rules means a loss of 3 points. Here we go, teams. Good luck to you both. We begin with Bethpage. Your first category is U.S. legislation. What act passed in 1974 prohibits the government from making public its files containing an individual's medical, financial, criminal, and employment records without written consent? That's the Privacy Act. The Privacy Act. Lynbrook geography is the category. What part of the United Kingdom is comprised of the counties of Antrim, Down, Londonderry, and Tyrone? Northern Ireland. Quotes, the category for Bethpage. What 4 words complete this description of George Washington? First in war, first in peace, and first in the what? First in the hearts of his countrymen. Zoological classification for Lynbrook. Name the only class of the invertebrates that managed to evolve wings. Insects. Insects. Quotes is the category for Bethpage. In 1944, a German POW said these words in what country? When the sun rose, I saw the invasion fleet lying off the shore, ship beside ship, and without a break, troops, weapons, munitions, and vehicles were being unloaded in a steady stream. Craig?
Japan?
No, I'm sorry, France. France. Sedimentary rock is the category for Lynbrook. A molecule of what sedimentary rock contains the following? 3 atoms of oxygen, 1 atom of carbon, 1 atom of calcium. Mike?
Limestone?
Yes, correct, limestone. Civilizations for Bethpage. This passage refers to what ancient civilization? For public amusement, wild animals were hunted to death, fights were staged between professional soldiers, and prisoners of war destroyed each other in mock battles. Lloyd?
Roman.
Yes, correct, in Rome. European history for Lynbrook. What was the name of the French government during the Second World War, whose policies were generally favorable toward the occupying German forces? Vichy. Vichy. Labor for Bethpage. You walk into a factory and find all the workers present, but accomplishing absolutely nothing. It turns out they've been doing this for several days. They are probably involved in what kind of a strike? Lloyd?
Sit down.
Yes, correct. A sit-down strike. Zoology for Lynbrook. Bilateral and radial are 2 of the 3 types of symmetry exhibited by creatures in the animal kingdom. Name the third. 9 times spherical symmetry. That's the end of round 3. The score at this point stands at Lynbrook with 51 points, Bethpage with 15 points. Nice round of applause for both of our high school teams playing today. And before we begin our 4th, final, and most crucial round, we will take a break to find out about the awards and prizes for which our teams are competing.
The county champions will take home the 3-volume, 7-language Webster's International Dictionary sets donated by Encyclopedia Britannica. The second-place school will receive a solid walnut plaque with a mounted circular glass design. Each student will receive a matching plaque. The championship school earns this award, a beveled and polished smoked glass diamond mounted on a polished black granite base. Each student will receive a replica of the award. These awards have been donated by Suffolk Award Designers, providing complete design and management service to companies and organizations. Also, this year, WLIW and Brookhaven National Laboratories have joined together to send a team of 4 Science All-Stars to Washington, D.C. during National Science and Technology Week. Finally, members of the championship team will receive challenge and honor scholarships valued in excess of $50,000 from New York Institute of Technology. Good luck to you all.